Shoe manufacturing in Canada is all but dead, so thank God that Viberg is still around. Hey guys, it's Pablo, your cobbler at DMAR Shoe Repair. Today we have a beautiful pair of Viberg boots. Our customer sent these in because they were squeaking, so we got to tear these apart and find out what's causing the squeak. So in order to find out where a shoe is squeaking, you have to remove the sole. My first thought is that this squeaking is happening from the shank area. So I've already removed the heel bases, and my next step is to take the sole off from the boot. Alright guys, now we fully have these boots taken apart to where we need them to be, and I just want to touch on a couple of points here. A couple of things I really love about this construction are that Viberg exclusively uses brass nails in their heel areas. So brass nails are higher quality, and one of their best features is that they don't rust over time. So I've taken apart a lot of boots over the years, and always are in the footbed with silver nails is rust, especially when water or moisture is involved. So this is a very nice feature from Viberg to only be using brass nails. Probably costs them more, but quality wise it's totally worth it. The next thing I want to touch base on is the construction of the boot. Viberg is famous for their double stitch down construction. But this is more of a Goodyear welt construction, except that it's not a true Goodyear welt. It's what's called a hold fast. So instead of having a piece of fabric, which is called gemming, glued to the footbed and then stitched to the upper, what Viberg does is they actually carve a piece of the leather in the footbed and create a flap, and then that's then sewn to the upper of the shoe. So this is a far superior construction to the traditional Goodyear welt. Goodyear welt is a good construction. Goodyear welted footwear can be resoled, but this just takes it to the next level and adds that extra element of quality and durability. So it's pretty amazing that a Canadian brand is making boots of this high quality. The squeaky shank, it can happen in any boot by any shoemaker. It's just luck of the draw. So hopefully by reinforcing the shank with pieces of leather and gluing it in very strongly, we're going to solve the problem and give this customer back a pretty awesome pair of boots. Alright, so I've almost deconstructed the entire boot. What remains now is the welt, and I'm just going to sand the top of the welt here just to break some of the glue and some of the leather that's stuck to it, because I want to be able to cut and pull these threads very cleanly. So in order to do that, I just do a light cleaning on top. All right, so this is my solution to the problem. We have this crazy glue that obviously hardened and didn't hold very well. So I'm going to take all that off. I'm going to wrap it in this super thin suede leather. And then I'm going to rough up all the leather on the footbed here and then glue the shank in. And to me, there will be no more slippage, no more movement, and you won't have any metal to leather on the footbed or metal to leather on the midsole going on, and that should solve the squeaking problem. That's gluing very nicely. So we have the nice suede, very porous, well bonding material glued to the footbed that we scuffed up and got really porous as well. And we have the suede on the top of the shank as well, very porous, and that's going to be bonded to our midsole, and I think that's going to solve the problem. So the next steps: install our cork, new leather heel rand, leather midsole, and beautiful JR leather outsoles. thought I'd share something kind of cool and unique with you guys. This was taken out of a 1949 paper right here in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. And the customer gave me this sheet, or this page specifically, because it has shoe repairs and shoemakers. So if you look here, you got 2 shoe shine parlors, just a couple of streets apart. So I guess these were little shops where you just go in and get your shoe shined. So it's a lot different, obviously, back then, where everyone was wearing nice leather footwear, to as the world we live in today, where it's a bit more of a throwaway society and people are wearing, you know, sneakers and stuff. Shoemakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 shoemakers in Guelph in 1949. That's just unbelievable. There's 2 in Guelph now, you know, all these years later. My dad started in 1987, so we're not on this list, but I just thought this was such a cool little piece of history of Guelph and shoemakers. All right, guys, that wraps this project up. What a pleasure it was to work on these awesome made in Canada Viberg boots. We took them apart, reinforced the shank with some leather coverings, glued those in very strongly and securely to hopefully stop that squeaking. Put new flat welts, leather midsoles, and of course the one and only JR outsoles, leather heel bases, JR heels. Our customer, he's all about the patina, so we didn't do too much on the uppers, just gave him a quick little brush and some cleaning. But he's all about the patina, so we wanted to leave these kind of the way they were. Other than that, if you like the video, please give a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to see more content, and we have some really cool content coming soon. Thanks so much, guys.